Gaming is probably the hardest area to grow in on YouTube, but if you watch this video all the way through, then you'll gain a bunch of tips to help you find some success. So let's just jump straight into the video. Hey guys, what's up? It's Muaaz here and welcome back to another video. So recently I made a video on how to get your first 100 subscribers, and I also made a video on how to get your first 1000 subscribers, and you guys have loved those videos. I've been reading the comments probably every single day, and I've seen a lot of you guys ask me how to get started and build a gaming channel from the ground up. So that's what this video is going to be about, and I'm probably going to title it something like how to grow a gaming channel, but it doesn't really matter what I title it because I feel like these tips should work for really anyone who wants to do YouTube in general. The tips that I'm going to share in this video are some tips that I've gotten from a few of my friends who are successful in YouTube gaming, some tips that I know work myself, and also some tips that I've given other people that have helped them grow their gaming channel a lot as well. Also, the comment question for this video is the comment question that I've used for a couple of my past videos, but it is to drop your 2020 YouTube goals in the comment section below. Once you do that, go and find someone else's comment and just wish them luck and give them some encouragement, because honestly we can all use that extra boost in motivation. I've been loving reading the comments and seeing what you guys are aiming to do by the end of 2020, and I don't know, just drop your comments in the comment section below. I'm gonna be reading all of them. So anyways, let's get on with the video. So while you guys are dropping your YouTube goals in the comment section below, I want to quickly talk about YouTube itself. Earlier this week, I tweeted something like, life is kind of like a video game, and we're all just trying to level up, which is pretty fitting for this video because it's about gaming channels. But if you think about it, YouTube is also kind of like a video game, and you creating content is you kind of like playing the game. So the first thing that I want to talk about is actually you yourself and who you want to be on YouTube, because having a unique personality on YouTube is how gamers become successful on YouTube, and it's not just about being good at a game. I'm sure all of you guys have seen that already. You yourself are the person that your viewers will have to connect with if you want them to stay and keep watching you in the future. Even ask yourself, mostly every gamer that's successful on YouTube has somewhat of a character tied with the games they play on their channel or the content they create. And what I mean by that is that thousands of people play all the same games that you're playing or all the same games that other successful YouTubers play. So getting fans and followers isn't all just about being good at the game that you play. Because if that was the case, so many more YouTubers would be famous. So because of that, it's pretty clear that getting successful on YouTube as a gamer is more than just being good at a video game. I've said that a couple times, but I really want you guys to understand that. And also, I don't think I said this in the beginning of the video, but if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please hit that like button below the video, because it really does help the channel grow and it lets me know that you guys enjoy these videos. Also, please hit that sub button below the video too if this is your first time ever watching a video of mine. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Anyways though, back to what I was saying. I can literally name so many gaming YouTubers who literally suck at the games that they play, but how they act and what they say in their videos makes it enjoyable for me to stick through and watch it all the way through. If you look at basically every successful gaming YouTuber, all of them have a character or an image that's unique from each other. I know that Ninja gets a lot of hate on YouTube and everywhere really for some reason, I don't know why, but what he's done for the gaming community is something that we should all be thankful for. So because of that, I'm gonna use him as an example in this video. So Ninja already has a character in his streams and on YouTube. He has blue hair, he's entertaining, he's very energetic in his streams, and he does unique things that no one else really does in their streams. And those are just a few things that are a part of Ninja's character. So you need to realize that you shouldn't try being another Ninja or another PewDiePie or another Dan TDM or whoever you want to be right? You don't need to try mimicking everything that they're doing because they're already taken. So what you should do is just be yourself and build a character around the things that you like, because chances are there's a lot of people out there in the world who like the exact same things that you like. So if you're yourself, people will resonate with that and they'll connect with you too. So what I'm trying to say here is build a character around how you want your audience to be able to connect with you. So what I'm trying to say here is are you going to be an excited gamer like Ninja? Are you going to be a laid back streamer like Shroud or Tfue? Are you going to swear a lot for no reason like Dashi does? Are you going to avoid that like Preston Plays? Stuff like that. What will be the group of things that makes you different and makes your viewers be able to set you apart from other creators? And this is really a tip that I say in many of my videos, but being unique is what's going to help you gain a lot of subscribers on YouTube. So basically being able to stand out is how you're going to win the game of YouTube, which is kind of what I was saying earlier on in the video. Making content is you playing the game of YouTube. Also, if you're someone watching right now that's looking for very gaming specific oriented tips, definitely watch this video all the way through until the end, because I'm going to link off to a different video that will be perfect for you. But anyways, let's get back to this video. Now, the next most important thing for gaming channels, and really just any channel on YouTube, is to understand your analytics. It's very corny what I'm about to say, but as a gamer, you're usually pretty good at being able to identify trends and patterns if you're trying to beat a mission in a game, or if you're trying to beat someone in a multiplayer game by predicting what they're about to do. So just make this your next challenge. You should be able to look at your analytics on YouTube or in the YouTube Studio app on your phone, and you should be able to predict what's going to happen on your channel and kind of understand why a video is doing well and why a video is doing poorly. And I know this is a tip that a lot of YouTubers say, you should be able to understand your analytics, but no one really shows how to properly look through your analytics. So if that's something you guys want me to cover one day in a video of mine, I can make like a 10-minute video showing you guys like what you should focus on in your analytics, what's important, what's not important, and things like that. Let me know in the comment section below and I can definitely do one like that. But anyways, back to the video. So on YouTube, the amount of time that people spend watching your videos or watching your live streams is very important in deciding if YouTube is going to recommend your videos to new people who have no idea who you are, and that's basically how you grow on YouTube. So one of the main things that YouTube looks at when it's deciding whose content it wants to push out more to like random people is what creators are able to keep people on the website the longest. So the longer people watch a video of yours, usually that video will end up doing much better than your other videos. Now this part isn't really too complicated. Like if people like your video enough to watch it all the way through, YouTube will be able to see that like you have a very high audience retention, and it will use that information to push your video out to more people who might like it as well. And that's basically how you gain new subscribers and new viewers, and I have made a very specific video on how to like increase your watch time on YouTube and like how to increase your like audience retention. So if you guys are interested in that at all, definitely check it out. It should be linked in the description below, or it should be like on the little eye thing that's like kind of up there somewhere on the screen. I don't know, you'll probably see it right now. But I guess I can also summarize it right here too. So basically what I recommend you guys do is check your audience retention for literally every single video you uploaded, or not every single video, but maybe like all the videos that you uploaded in like December or like the last month or whatever, right? And you can do that all by just going to like your YouTube analytics and like your YouTube studio. And then from there, also watch your videos too and see if you can find like the trends and patterns of what causes people to like stay and watch your video all the way through, or what causes people to like click out of your video really early. Finding trends is honestly much easier when you have more content uploaded on your channel, because then there's more data for you to look at. So if you only have like 5 videos up on your channel right now, that's not really a whole lot of data, so maybe wait until you have like 10 to 15 or like 20, and then you'll have a lot of data that you can actually look through. And then you can like see like some people might click off your videos because they don't like long intros. Some people might leave when you say like a bad word, or they might click out when a video gets boring or you're like not talking and things like that. And honestly, sometimes it's just much harder to find out why people dislike a video so much that they end up wanting to close out of the video so early. So yeah, I don't know, just do your best and look through your analytics, try to find the trends and patterns that help you determine why people are either staying through your videos the longest or why they're clicking out earlier. And the graph that you guys see on the screen right now is actually a graph that I showed in a different video of mine a while back, but Google has actually explained audience retention on their YouTube help page to try and help you guys better understand what you guys do and don't want to see here. And also guys, before I talk more about the YouTube like audience retention stuff, if this is your first time ever watching a video of mine, I did say this before, but if you guys want to see more videos like this, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I make tons of videos that help you guys like grow your channels, find success on YouTube and other social media. So I don't know, if you're interested, definitely hit that sub button. But anyways, let's get back to the video. Anyway, so as you can see on the graph right now, for audience retention, ideally you'll want to have a flat line all the way through, because that means people are watching your video from start to finish, primarily for the most part. I don't know if the word primarily works in that sentence, so let's just take it out there. But anyways, just like I said before, like YouTube likes when people are watching your video all the way through. But if your video is just at like a downward angle, then that means that people are just losing interest throughout your video, usually because there's probably some like boring parts in the video that you might want to go back and cut them out. Maybe a tip that I have for you guys, and it's something that I like to do myself, is whenever I'm done editing a video of mine, I'll always pause it and watch it all the way back from the beginning till the end. And if I ever get bored while watching it, or if I like just take out my phone and go on Twitter or something, I'll always go back and try to edit out that part that I got bored at, because chances are if I myself can't make it through my own video, there's a pretty good chance that a lot of other people won't be able to either. So I'll only upload a video when I 100% am satisfied with how it is like throughout the way, or all the way through, if that makes sense. So like I said before, studying your analytics is really just trying to like find the pattern of why people are like clicking out of your video at a certain point. And once you figure out what makes people like leave your videos or like stay all the way through, you can make changes in your future videos that will like kind of use that information to try to better your future uploads, if that makes sense. Because when you actually use that information that you learned from your analytics in your future videos, you'll basically be improving your audience retention over time. And if you keep doing that every upload, you'll see an overall increase in your audience retention. And don't think that you can just fix it like with the flip of a switch. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. Like, sure, that can happen for some people. Like, you can just upload like a banger YouTube video out of nowhere and it just gets recommended to a bunch of people. But the reality of it is that that's not gonna happen to most of us, and it's probably gonna take some time. So a tip that I have for you guys is that whenever I upload a video, I don't look at my analytics for that video until about 2 to 3 days have passed since it's been uploaded. And then from there, I'll check the analytics and see why the video is doing well or why it's doing poorly, and then I'll take that information and I'll apply it into my next video to hopefully try getting a better video the next time. Now, another key tip for gaming channels that find a lot of success on YouTube is that they usually have very good thumbnails. And I know that people are probably really tired of hearing this tip, so I'm not gonna go like too in detail about it because I've already made like a whole video on how to have better thumbnails. So definitely check that one out. It'll probably be linked somewhere on the top right of the screen as well. But for this one, I'm just gonna talk strictly about your CTR, which stands for your click-through rate. And this is actually a percent that you find in your YouTube analytics, which comes from a math equation. Yuck, math is disgusting. But anyways, it's kind of cool in this situation. But I believe it is the number of people who actually click on your video divided by the number of people who actually saw your thumbnail just randomly on YouTube or like on their phone and things like that. And the math doesn't always add up, but that's basically what it is. And I actually wrote this down right here, but YouTube has said in their help forums that half of all channels and videos on YouTube have an impressions click-through rate that can range between 2% and 10%. And you're probably like, Muaaz, what the heck are you talking about? I still don't even know what click-through rate is. So I'm gonna try explaining it in a second. But basically, if you go through your analytics right now, you'll see a little thing that says CTR or click-through rate. Your click-through rate basically tells YouTube how many people click on your video when they actually see it. So most people on YouTube have a percentage between 2% and 10%. So if you have anything above 10%, that's very good. If you have anything on the low side of like 2% to 10%, you'll probably want to like try changing up your thumbnail style, maybe change up the colors, maybe change them up completely, stuff like that. Like your click-through rate is very important in deciding if your videos are going to get pushed out to more people. Like sometimes I'll have a video that I thought was amazing, but my thumbnail just wasn't good enough, and because of that my click-through rate was very low, and YouTube saw that, and because they saw that, they just didn't recommend my video to more people. So something that I'm sure a lot of my subscribers have noticed is that when a video of mine does very poorly, I'll probably change the thumbnail like maybe the next day or like a week later, and I'll usually end up seeing a large improvement in that video. Like it will get way more views just because I changed the thumbnail like a month later or like a week later and things like that. Like I'm not kidding, like seriously, something as simple as changing a thumbnail after a few days might help you get more clicks on your video, which in turn will end up helping you get recommended to more people on YouTube. I'm sure that by now you've seen that with the tips that I've shared in this video, being able to actually study and understand what your analytics are trying to tell you is a very crucial part in finding success on YouTube. Things as simple as like finding when people click off your video on average, or finding what thumbnails people like and which thumbnails people dislike from you. And another thing which is pretty straightforward, but it's just finding which videos on your channel do better than other videos and which videos end up getting you more subscribers and more viewers in general. And you can use that information in your analytics to figure out why it's like that. Is it the game that you're playing? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the face cam lighting? Something as simple as that. Is the topic that you're talking about in your video? And once you figure that out, it's literally just a game of repeating it over and over again while you try to improve with every upload that you do. Study your analytics every 2 days after you upload a video, see what went wrong, and then try improving in the next video. Stuff like that. That's literally what every single big YouTuber does. If you ask them, almost everyone studies their analytics every week, and they try to figure out what they can do to improve in the next upload. And that's exactly what you need to do if you want to grow as a successful gaming channel on YouTube in 2020. But anyways guys, for those of you guys who are still watching this video, please let me know what topic you guys want me to cover in my next video on my channel, and I'll make that video as soon as I can. And if you guys do want to learn more about like how to grow your YouTube channel and get a bunch of other YouTube related advice, be sure to tap that subscribe button below the video because I make tons of videos like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.